Well, so this is a sort of a quick recap of events up to today. Uh, so most of the land has been taken by Hamas and their other terrorist organization allies from Gaza have been retaken by Israeli security forces. Um, the government, however, has issued not directives, advice to people to prepare their safe rooms, bomb shelters, and also stockpile food and water enough for at least 3 days. Um, they're emphasize that this is not a directive. This is simply a heartfelt suggestion for people. Um, the government has also issued what's called a tsav shmone. That's an order for people to turn over their motor vehicles, mostly trucks, to the military upon request, to bring them to a particular location and turn them over to the army. This is not, important to note, this is not a sign of desperation. The IDF is not running out of vehicles. It's not like Russia using garbage trucks as personnel carriers in Ukraine. Now this is SOP for the IDF mobilizing in the middle of a war. If we weren't at war, if we were mobilizing, getting ready for one, they haven't started yet, this wouldn't be a deal. However, it's possible, however, that this is actually a sign of bigger things to come, because this is also SOP for the IDF when getting ready for a major offensive action into enemy-occupied territory, which is somewhat in keeping with a lot of the rhetoric we're getting from our government recently. Bibi Netanyahu has called for the complete destruction of Hamas. Our government has warned Gaza residents that he should leave Gaza, suggesting they go to Egypt. And there's a particular quote I want to share with you. I have it written down here. This is from Major General Ghassan Aliyan, who's a Druze, incidentally. He is the coordinator of government activities in the territories, also known as COGAT. He said, "Kidnapping, abusing, and murdering children, women, and elderly people is not human. There is no justification for this. Hamas has turned into ISIS, and the residents of Gaza, instead of being appalled, are celebrating. Human animals must be treated as such. There will be no electricity and no water in Gaza. There will only be destruction. You wanted hell, you will get hell." Seems to me, and I'm not the only person thinking this, that the really only possible next step from here is the complete reoccupation of Gaza. It's possible I'm wrong, but it seems pretty likely at this point. I compared Hamas's attack on Saturday to Pearl Harbor, and the reaction is very much the same. In other news, from the other side of the country, Hezbollah, the other major Palestinian terrorist organization, this one in Lebanon, has been making some minor attacks on northern Israel. A few rockets, a few infiltrators, but nothing of any major scale. They seem to be testing the border, testing Israel's defenses on the north, testing the water, so to speak, on the idea of joining in on this little war. So far, rockets have been ineffective, infiltrators have been killed, and things seem to be more quiet now than they were earlier. So I think that's everything. I can't remember anything else that's been to share. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.